Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your host Richard Morla, and today we're gonna be learning dodging and burning. I just hit myself doing that in my finger. Alright, here we are inside Photoshop, and today we're gonna be learning dodging and burning, and I'm gonna show it the best way to my understanding to do dodging and burning. There are different ways out there, but I'm just going to show you the best way for me, and I've been using it for years to come now, and I will use it for years to come, and I've been using it for many years already. So basically I have here my final pop and final adjustments. I already retouched this image, but I decided to do the whole dodging and burning from scratch so that you can see why I prefer this approach in comparison to others. Okay, very simple. The first thing here is this is a folder. It's an empty folder, so you can see, there you go. I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna name it as such, dodging and burning, just like that. Hit enter, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna grab a curve. All right, and I'm going to multiply this curve. So very simple. What I'm going to do is like to duplicate, not multiply. So all right, so we're going to duplicate this curve here, and then this one here in the bottom, we're gonna call it burn. All right, burn, there you go. And the second one here on the top, we're gonna call it, you guessed it, dodge. All right, so now I'm gonna turn off this one on the top, and this one here on the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna set it straight away to luminosity. And this here, this mask, if I press D to reset here my colors, so now the background colors, so if you press Control backspace, first of all I need to hit enter here so that I will come out of the blend mode. So Control backspace, there you go, now it's black. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going for the burn, I'm going to lower it like so, about J, I will say 105, 105, there you go. That's about right there in that corner. So that's the precise place I like to put it. And now here I'm going to set it to black, as I said, Control backspace for your background color. Now I'm gonna go to the top one, and now I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna set the blend mode to luminosity. Now I'm gonna double click here on the curve itself, and this one here I'm gonna do the same here, and I'm gonna put it right about there, 150, 152, something like that. That's about okay. And the same thing here, we're gonna turn this mask in black, and for that, Control backspace, and there you have it. Now what I'm going to do is here on my burn curve layer, I'm gonna go to adjustment layers once again, and I'm gonna set hue saturation. Now what I'm going to do, pressing Alt and right in the middle right here, I'm gonna clip it to this one. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when you're dodging and burning, you're going to shift those colors, all right, and you want to set it back to where they were. It doesn't happen all the time, but in some images it does happen, depending the quality of your image. All right, we're gonna do the same here for the dodge, and we're gonna go here, hue saturation, and we're gonna clip it to the one below. And now we have our dodging and burning ready to go. And if you might be wondering why I set it each of these adjustment curve into luminosity blend mode, is very simple. When you are dodging and burning, you want to dodge and burn, and you working specifically with the luminosity of your image. So you don't want to mess with the colors, you don't want to mess with anything else but just with the luminosity. So that's why we set in the blend mode to luminosity. If you set it to normal, it's all right, but you're gonna have gray huge shifting in the colors. So you wanna go for your luminosity. All right, so now that we have that in place, the second thing I want to do is to create my helpers that will help me to visualize where those inconsistencies are. And for that, what I'm going to do is real quick, I'm gonna go to helpers, and right here in this folder, I just made a folder, like it's just a folder. So I'm gonna do it all over again. So right here above touching and burning folder, I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say helpers. Oops. All right, let's do that again. There you go. And we're gonna go helpers. And something I like to do is my helpers, I like to set it to always to yellow, so I know that this is the helper. And the working folder, I like to set it to blue. There you go. Now in helpers, I want to go to adjustment layer, and the first thing I want to do is create a new layer, like so, an empty layer, and I'm going to rename this layer black and then white, just like that, black and white. But maybe I want to do that in capital letters, black and white, and there you have it. And the next step is we're gonna go here to edit, and we're gonna go to fill, and now we're gonna set this to right here. You might have this to foreground or maybe to color. So what you want to do is set this to right here, foreground color, it doesn't matter. But what you want to do here is to set this to 50% gray layer. Like once again, you might have this to foreground color, background color, or color itself, or maybe you might have this into black or white. I don't know how you might have it, but you want to have here 50% gray. Now what you want to do is in the blending mode, you want to set this to color and 100% opacity. That's all right. So you hit OK, and now we have this gray layer. Now right here in the blend mode here of the layer panels, what we're gonna do is for normal, we're gonna go all the way to color, and now we have a gray black image, and now we can see better where those inconsistencies are. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go once again to adjustment layer, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a curve, and now that we are grabbing this curve, what we want to do is right here you're gonna name it increased. Wow, there you go. Increase contrast. There you go. And now here on your curve, what you want to do is right here, and you're gonna go here, and you're gonna say exactly like that, increase contrast. Now you can see more of that inconsistency. The final step that we want to do is right here. You're gonna go to adjustment layer once again, and you're gonna say channel mixer, and in your channel mixer what you want to do is put it below your black and white layer, and then here what you're gonna do is set it to monochrome. There you go. And now you're gonna grab the red color all the way, and you're gonna grab your blue color, and you're gonna increase it, and then this you're going to adjust to your preference of visibility, and there you go. And as you can see now, we can see where those inconsistencies are. Absolutely. Like you can, there you go. You can make it as much as you want. Like you can go really dark, or you can put it just about there. All right, perfect. So the final step that we're gonna do is I'm gonna load here one more curve. I know it sounds a lot, guys, but trust me, this is the best way to dodge and burn, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, because I know that you're going to enjoy it and it will improve a lot your image. So there you go. So in this one I have a preset already. So if I go here, load curve, all right, it's loading here. All right, so it's loading. It seems like my Photoshop just frozen. Okie dokie. Great, it looks like it's frozen. Oh no, it's here. All right, so perfect, finally it's here. Whew. So negative curve, solar. As you can see, I have already some preset set here. So I'm gonna grab this one here. As you can see, let me show you. This one is for shadow, distribution, and evenness. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab it here, and I'm gonna load it here. And basically what I did was, if you see, the red channel is a normal, the green channel is normal, and the blue channel is normal. But here on this one, basically what I did was, let me just turn off this one here. There you go. Actually, no, that's not the curve that I want to load. I'm sorry guys for that. So let's load these, yeah, solar, highlight, and shadows. That's the one I want to load. There you go. So, and basically with this one here, what I'm doing is seeing all these solar curve in black and white, which help me to visualize better. You can see where those inconsistency of lights they are. And how do I do that? Like, look, I'm gonna show you right now, solar highlight and shadow. So I'm gonna ditch this one and I'm gonna create a new curve here. There you go. And now what I'm going to do right here, like, look, if I go Control Z, like you can see this is like an M in my RGB area of the curve. So look at that. I'm gonna go curve, and what you're gonna do is, remember, it's an M that you want to do. So this middle point, I'm gonna load it like that. This one I'm gonna put it here, and this one I'm gonna drag it down. I'm gonna make one more point right there. It's Photoshop allow me. So there you go. This is our first point right in there. Our second point will go right here, and we're gonna make another one here, and this one we're gonna bring down just like that. There you go. And this one I'm going to adjust exactly like that. Oops, let's do that once again. There you go. Great. And this one, let's just adjust it. There you go. And there you go, guys. This is my solar curve for highlight and shadow when I'm dodging and burning. So exactly, I'm gonna call it like that. S for solar, and I'm gonna put here highlight, and S for shadow. So there you go. So now that I have everything ready, my next step is, let's start dodging and burning. All right. So, and I always start like so, like you can see right here. This is how I like to start. And then later on, I'm going to be adding these visualizer layers or helpers. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go here to our folder. And now we're going to set here to our dodge. We're going to grab our brush tool right in there. We're going to set it to 1%. And now we're going to decrease our brush size, and we're going to start just slowly like that. We're gonna paint where we can see those shadows inconsistency. We're painting with white. So as you can see here, I have my layer set to overlay. My brush blend mode is set to overlay. You want to have it to normal. All right. So all right, now that we have that correct, so we're gonna paint here, and you can see how slowly we start making changes in this patches area. All right, and I can tell you guys, if you use this method, I can tell you, you're gonna have great results in your dodging and burning situation. It doesn't matter the image, trust me, you're gonna have it sorted because you set in the right way to work in dodging and burning. I've seen a lot of tutorials out there. I've seen a lot of even professional people working with the dodging and burning, and the way they do it, I respect it, but it just didn't happen to work for me and have that accuracy that I wanted to have when I was dodging and burning. And with this result, with this experiment that I came up with, it works perfect. So there you go. Like we can see, like slowly we are gradually improving our image right here on her nose. So let's zoom for that. All right, so you don't want to remove that completely, so let me zoom a little bit, maybe not too much, just like so. All right, and now I'm going to increase my brush and start painting around here. There you go. We're getting somewhere. Slowly but steady, okay? So you don't need to be like scared of this. Remember, you can undo your changes, all right? If you do a change and you don't like it, no worries. Just go back and redo it. There you go. Perfect. So a little bit here. Also, let's increase your brush size. So one more thing that you want to have when you're dodging and burning is the area that you want to dodge. You want to have it relative, your brush size, you want to have it relative to that area that you actually changing. You don't want to have a brush size like for something like, let's say, for instance, this area here, you don't want to have a brush like that. It's not gonna work, all right? So a little bit here and here, there you go. And we're making some progress. There you go, right here on top. Very good. Here on her neck, we need to do some work also. And here on her chin. So let's rotate the image and let's work on that. Back to the B tool, brush tool. And normally if you hear me saying B tool, I don't know why, trust me, this comes from, but when I say B tool, actually I'm referring to the brush tool. So if you hear me saying pick your B tool, I'm referring to that. I don't know why. It's like, gosh. Actually, it was my friend who told me, why you call it B tool? That's a brush tool. All right, here you can see like we are getting there, okay? Slowly but steady. So let's see, normal, let's see the changes that we are doing here. Look at that, boom, before and after right there. And now I want to have more control. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this layer right here, and I can see even more of that darkness, right? Which is my channel mixer. All right, so now let's work here. There's some inconsistency here, also there. There you go. Here also. Very good. Very good. And actually, guys, this is dodging and burning. And you might see me working here relative fast, okay, for the sake of time and this tutorial. But this is something that you want to spend great amount of time doing it, because to me, this is the one technique that can make a huge difference in your image. Like, you can do everything. You can have perfect perfect skin cleaning and everything, but until you don't dodge and burn, even you can have great colors, but the moment that you dodge and burn, that's the moment that it gives that wow effect. And actually your colors correction that you will do, they will pop even better once you apply this technique. All right, so let's do something with her necklines here. So B tool, that's something that I never like to remove with the healing tool. I prefer to do it with dodging and burning, especially for young people. Of course, if the lines are not so predominant, you don't want to do this with somebody who is already, I don't know, in their 50 or 60. So you want to lessen those a little bit with your healing brush tool. As you can see, look at that, like before and after. So just with dodging and burning right on these natural lines that she has there. Many people will attempt to remove this with the healing brush tool. That's something for me that actually it doesn't look natural. I prefer to have it as natural as possible. There you go. Look at that. We getting some progress on this neck. Yeah. Look at this. It's looking marvelous. Yeah. All right. And you can see, like, matters of seconds, this image is already changing. Okay, there you go. A little bit here and there. There you go. Also, what you want to do, the more you dodge and burn, the more you practice dodging and burning, you will know when you are healing your image what you're gonna leave out for dodging and burning, and what you actually are going to remove with your healing brush tool or frequency separation, whatever technique you might be using to work with your skin. So that's something that comes with experience. Look at that neck. Look before and look now after. So looking great. Now I'm going to zoom out quite a bit, like so. And now I'm gonna look from distance. I'm gonna start dodging. Like, look at that area here. All right, we're going to carefully work here our craft. Remember to have your brush relative to the size that you are working on, like so. This area here, and look at that. There you go. A little bit here. Yeah, we have this area here, so we we want to lessen that a little bit here. There you go. Alrighty, there you go. We created nice smooth transitions between those midtones, shadows, and highlight. Let's see, look at that, before and after. It's looking like completely different image when it comes to the results. Right, we're gonna go a little bit here on her nose. We still need some work to do, so let's bring it here around there, as you can see. A little bit here also. There you go. Great. And you see this area here, that patch right there? You wouldn't dodge all this area to match this area. So basically what you want to go to your burn, curve, or adjustment layer that we created, and you're gonna cover those right there. All right, you can see that, and a little bit there also. There you go. Here and there, and let's see before and after. Look at that, before and after. We're making a huge difference. Now go back to your touch one, and below here, there you go, and we're gonna have a little bit here and right in there. Great. Below her lips here, we don't want to completely remove this area, but we want to make it a smoother transition between the light and midtones. Great. There you go. We get in there. Very nice. So let's see what else we need to work on this image. Alrighty. We have a little bit here of brown or hard transitions. We're gonna lessen those like so. A little bit here also, you can see that. There you go. We're making a nice transition, guys. A little bit here, down there. There you go. So let's see the progress before and after. So you can see we're making great, nice improvement. A little bit here on her nose, and you can see exactly what I was saying at the very beginning, that you might want to zoom out to see inconsistency. You don't want to have your image all the time all the way zoom like this, because you're gonna lose your forest for the trees. So basically, or something like that, they say. All right, so here we are, and now I'm going to basically work here. This is the time where I actually zoom in, because this is better to work this area here, and we're gonna burn a little bit here. There you go. Yeah, that's what we want to burn there. A little bit there under her lips. There you go. Great. Back to my Dutch tool layer, and remove that little guy right there, and a little bit here. You see those patches right there? Yeah. Well, we solve it with the burn tool. Look at that. Boom. Right in there. There you go. Nice. Look at that. Before and after. So here we have still some really nasty patches. Let's get rid of them. Let's make this nice. All right, there you go. Cool. Here on her nose, little lines there. Here on her forehead, let's work on that forehead now for a second. Right here, we basically finish here. There you go. Alrighty. Perfect. Okay. Here. And so there. There you go. Boom. Look at that. Beauty. Instant beauty. Huh? Just dodging and burning, guys. Huh? There you go. Look at that. Let's see the before and after right there in the forehead. Look at before and after. You can see we're creating some nice transition right there. Now we're gonna zoom out and we're gonna work a little bit more here on this area. There you go. Also there. All right, a little bit here and also there. Now let's remove those helper and look at this here. And now we're gonna see the before and the after. You can see we're making some nice transition all across this image, which I love a lot. All right, so let's see. These are all the strokes that we have done for the dodge, and these are all the strokes that we have done for the burning, but for the better sake. All right, real quick, let's see now. Let me go here to my helpers, and now what I'm going to do is I want to, right here, let me make a little bit of work here also here. Now I'm gonna go to the lips or the surrounding areas of the lips, and here we are. Let's get rid of those. There you go. Boom. There you go. Here. Also there. Even though her lips are really nice and well done, like basically we don't have anything to do here. Like really, these lips are amazingly in good shape. They were really well done. So it gives us less work when we are now here dodging and burning the lips. Okay, right there, a little bit. There you go. Let's see before and after. Those lips now looks way much better. All right, so we are almost finishing here, and I'm still not happy with the nose, what's happening there. So let me work real quick on that part there, and I'm gonna increase here my brush size, and I'm gonna work this area here. There you go. That was too dark to me. I didn't like it, so there you go. Remember, dodging and burning comes down to personal preference, but at the very end, you have to remember what areas you respect. There are things that you should respect when you're dodging and burning. Like you should definitely respect certain things that you don't want to get rid of them completely, okay? So there are certain things that you want to keep for the integrity of the image. Like you don't want to remove certain contours or shadows that define the contour areas of your subject. That's something that you have to remember, because it's very easy to get rail out of that way. Okay, look at that. Before and after, real quick. Okay, let me decrease this one here, and I'm gonna go here. And this is when you use this one here. You can see those patches right there. Still some patches right there that we need to work out. So if I turn this one, I might not see it. But if I increase the contrast, so you can see that it changes. So basically I have here my solar highlight and shadow curve and my black and white just like that, as you can see here. And basically right here, you burn more than actually you dodge. So like this patch here, oops, there you go, there you go. We are dodging. There you go. And that's because some areas are mid-tones and others are fully highlight. So if they are in the highlight areas, you are going to be burning. And if they are in the shadow area, you are going to be dodging. And it might not make sense when you're working with these layers, but it does the more you practice. So you will understand. Like you can see here, I'm not doing anything there. So Control C to that. So you can see there, like I wasn't doing anything there and I was dodging. But if I grab here this burning, look, and I start slowly, so that will start losing that visibility there. So as you can see, these are the final adjustment here that we're making, because these are things that we couldn't see with our normal set that we had. So there you go. This is more like your refining tool. See there, I'm dodging, and look, it's making it darker. So, but now I grab my burn tool here and I start burning, and now I'm making that evenness that I'm after. There you go. So creating some evenness here. Great. Boom. Now real quick here, we're going to make some evenness here, down here. You don't want to forget about the neck of your subject. It's not just the face, but also this area here. So you want to have it also smooth so that your colors will actually pop. All right, basically that's it. So you can go on and go crazy with this dodging and burning thing, but I think this image right now looks just perfect. So basically, guys, like you can see what we were doing here. So let me help you out what we were doing here. So remember, we created our adjustment layers, our curve, and then we set it up with the hue saturation just to work with the shift in colors that we might have, the difference in shift of those colors. And then we set up our helpers so that will help us to visualize which area we want to, you know, create a smooth transition between highlight and shadows and the midtones. So once you got all that set up, so your next step is just straighten it, dodging and burning. And remember, your curve adjustment, you want to have it instead of normal, you want to have it into luminosity, because you're working with that contrast of the image. Now if you were going to work with colors, so by all means go with color blend mode. So as you can see here, so the final step that I'm going to do for this image is very simple. I prepared here this folder, so this is not part of this tutorial, but I just wanted to show you like how the final image will look like once you have a great dodge and burning in place. And now I click here, pop final adjustments, boom, there you go. That's my final adjustment in my image, as you can see here. So you're gonna have this image right below the link, will be in the description, so you can go download this image and you can practice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dedicating this time. I know that most of you don't have that much time, but this is something that you can watch on your own pace, and you're gonna have the image right down below in the description. Remember, this is your host Richard Morla here on Ruji Media. Follow me on Instagram, Ruji Media. You can follow me also on Facebook, Ruji Media. And once again, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, if you learn something, it will help me a lot if you can subscribe to my channel and you can hit that like button. Thank you for watching this video. Once again, this was your host, Richard Morla. See ya.